Welcome to Cocktail Hour. Welcome to episode 39. Woo!
Yay! 39.
I'm excited. Joining me is Rev, also known as Sherry, for those in the know.
Hello.
Now you're all in the know. Ha! And also with us is Megan. We like Megan even though she's Canadian, eh?
Totally, eh?
All right, Megan, this time to speak up, sister.
I'm not responding to that. I'm not going to get baited into saying out and about.
We love you, Megan. It's all right. Oh, Lordy. I heard, because, everybody knows out there I'm not drinking. Thank you. But I heard that there's two separate drinks tonight, and they have in common the Southern Comfort alcohol. What the hell is that?
Yes.
Was that a whiskey? What is that?
I believe it's a peach-flavored whiskey.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So Rev is having the Southern Screw, and Megan is having this slow Southern Screw. Now, personally, depending on my mood, sometimes I like one, and sometimes I like the other. So,
Maybe one and then the other.
And then maybe then the other. Yeah, because you're so sensitive. Just saying. Anyway, so I'm going to let these two lovely people talk mostly tonight because I'm not feeling all that hot. I overdid myself today. And
so you did epoxy that
No. Oh, Lordy. No, I'm trying to get in shape for the GCLS because we have an ab off going on. So I'm not only eating healthier, but I'm knocking myself out. I've been going to the gym. I've been eating healthy. And lately I've been doing some extensive bike riding. Well, extensive for me. Since I got my bike tuned up. So today as I'm going, I've just finished almost finished 18 miles and I took a header. And so now I'm living with a little road rash. And then I worked out at the gym today. So I'm like beat. I'm just totally exhausted and have a little bit of a headache. So that's my story. So I'm going to let two aficionados here carry the show.
Well, Megan and I had a tough day also. We spent most of the early afternoon right here on Google Plus hanging out, talking about other books with a bunch of other people. So yeah, it's been tough. It's been a tough day of book chat.
Oh, you guys are just too much.
Screwing around with the Google Plus effects because right now this is the first cocktail hour that we've done with the video aspect. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken,
it is. Yeah, it is.
It's actually kind of weird.
It is kind of strange.
And that's why I have my mustache, my dark glasses, and my top hat on right now.
Kind of like incognito, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I hate to tell you this.
Megan's back to her scuba mask.
And snorkel.
And a really, really ratty looking mustache. Oh, that's better.
Oh,
you've
God.
got my mustache now.
I've got my screen minimized because I find seeing video totally distracting.
It is a little distracting.
Yeah,
Megan looks like a 70s street hustler.
Yeah, does she though?
Scuba mask.
I mean, we recorded the bar rag that Susan Maher did through Google Plus.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was interesting. So I got to see her little Manhattan flat and while she was reading, with her girlfriend in the background, relaxing in the lazy girl. It was awesome.
This is different. I don't recommend that we do this with Moody.
Oh, it would be a blast with Moody. Who are you kidding?
I think it might be a little distracting. We'd have to figure out a way to record it with the video.
Oh, that costs money.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. So my drink, which I haven't tasted yet, and Megan, who just abruptly learned the rules of tasting a drink before the show, hasn't tasted hers yet either, I don't think. So I have the Southern Screw, which is 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of Southern Comfort, and a glass with ice. And then it says 6 ounces of vodka, but I just topped it off. So I'm going to go ahead and taste mine.
Did you say 6 ounces of vodka?
No, did I? I meant orange juice.
It's going to be the quickest show ever.
I loved all the books, and I love you too.
Did you notice I didn't even flinch? It didn't even bother me. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, 6 ounces.
Well, it's not bad. I don't think I'd have it again, but it's not bad.
Is
All
it
right, Megan,
too tart? What's wrong with it?
It's got the whiskey thing in it, you know. Yeah, it's got that brown alcohol taste, but mostly orange juice, so it's not too bad. Bah.
Did Megan just spit out her drink? What was that? She did that little tongue thing, like, and spit out her.
Bah.
What? What?
It just looks weird because it comes out of the mustache.
Looks like got a wicked allergy, and her nose is running.
All right, Megan, how about yours?
I think mine is called a slow, comfortable screw, and what it is it's pretty much the same as yours, except for it has slow gin, which I went on a hunt for, and when I open it up, it smells like cough medicine. But I was able to dilute it. So it has slow gin, vodka, Southern Comfort, and then orange juice to top it up. And I used an ounce of each. And it's kind of tastes like an Alabama Slammer, kind of. I think the Alabama Slammer has grenadine and maybe amaretto or something like that in it.
I think it had that Galliano stuff that I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that comes in that long flute.
I'm not a big drinker, so looking through all the sites, everybody has a different recipe for all kinds of different drinks, so I was getting very confused. So I think I may have just made this one up based on what I bought at the liquor store yesterday.
Well, were you going to tell us what Galliano is?
I don't know what it tastes like, but I know I have one of the bottles downstairs on my bar, and it's that really, really tall.
Oh, yeah.
That flute-like tall bottle.
Doesn't it have like a bullfighter or something on the label?
I don't remember seeing a bullfighter. Might be. Might be.
All right, then.
So today's show, we're going predominantly, Rev and Megan are going to be talking about Anne Laughlin's work. She has 2 novels out. I'm thinking Runaway, which is her second, but her first one, Veritas, was her debut novel.
No, actually, that's not true.
She has 3.
Oh, she has 3. Sorry, go ahead. All right, so which one was first? Veritas?
No, a novel called Sometimes Quickly.
Sometimes
Quickly? And it was put out, I can't remember if it was by...
PD.
Was it PD? So it's not available in ebook. I ended up
correct.
tracking it down after I read Veritas, and I have it in paper copy.
Oh, okay. How come I didn't know about that one? Huh.
I don't think it's well known. I had to kind of do a little digging around. I think when I Googled her, don't tell my wife, when I Googled Anne, it came up.
That's not right. Lordy.
And then I think it's okay to talk about her other work, Megan, because somebody told me that they posted it on Bold Strokes on Facebook about who she was. So you want to talk about that one too?
She publishes under another name, a pseudonym, which is, I believe it's Leslie Gowan. Mm-hmm. And the book is called The Collectors, and it's basically it's a BDSM little smut-a-thon kind of book.
Andy perks up immediately.
Didn't I know about this? I'm feeling not so bad anymore. Oh my God. Okay.
I'll send it to you, okay?
Hey, thanks. Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
And I haven't read that one. I haven't read it, but I heard it was pretty good. I don't know. Did you read it?
I'm about halfway through it, and it's the interesting thing about Anne Laughlin is she every book that she writes is completely different. Like she's not formulaic at all. Sometimes Quickly versus Veritas versus Runaway. There's no formula whatsoever.
Sorry, Andy just held up a sign that said she's going potty.
Hey!
Oh, okay. I thought she was telling me I had a potty mouth because that happens when I drink.
Oh, please, we like potty mouth.
I thought I was getting the warning.
Oh, no, there are no warnings here.
Okay.
All right. Well, why don't we go on ahead and start? I'm gonna have a sip of my drink first. Okay,
it tastes much better. Each sip you have, it tastes better.
It does. It does, absolutely. Halfway done, I'm going to be blasted. So why don't we start with now? I've only read Veritas and Runaway, so why don't we start with Veritas, and I'll go ahead and just give a real brief summary of what the book is about, and then we can launch off into it. All right? Okay. So Veritas is about Dean Beth Ellis, who works for a small private college in Illinois, and there's a tenure debate going on, a big battle. The president of the university, who everybody hates with a passion, because basically he's a dick, is pushing for this British dude to be tenured, and the entire faculty is against him. The professor in question becomes murdered, or is murdered. I guess you don't become murdered, do you? I don't know. Is that yeah? So he gets murdered, and that kind of brings the police chief, Sally Sullivan, who is a former Chicago homicide detective, in closer quarters with the dean than they had been previously. So there you go. You can talk now, Megan. How'd you like the book? Megan's a virgin. We have to be gentle with her.
Yeah, please. I actually really, really enjoyed the book. I read quite a lot of lesbian mysteries. In this one, I thought was particularly good. I really like the way that she writes, and the story is pretty fast-paced, and it kept my interest, and there's a few surprises in there. I also really like the characters as well. What I did find surprising when I got to the end, and actually when I reread it, because I reread it this week, how short it was. So much was happening in it, but it's a really short book.
It is. There's no chance for you to kind of to let your attention lag, really.
No.
And like you said, the characters, and that's something that we can talk about a bit more when we get into Runaway. But Anne Laughlin has a really great writing voice. She's got a lot of humor in there. For example, the dean's mom runs a legal brothel in Nevada, and just some of the lines that she has and the imagery that she gives, there's a lot of humor in there. It's really good, and the entire portrayal of the college professor, or the president, with his he likes to pretend that he's British to some degree with the language that he uses, and going by Nigel instead of David, and she's got a good quick pace. I liked her book, although I did know who killed everybody right away.
Well, in such a short book with so few characters, it's kind of like a Scooby-Doo situation. You got two new people in the book, or new people in the plots, and it's one or the other. So I still.
So you're saying that I saw that I don't get points for that for knowing right away.
Apparently not.
I didn't know right away, and
that's because I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, you are. You're absolutely the top hat and the curly mustache.
Yeah. She's looking like Snidely Whiplash.
What really impressed me is, as I said, it was a very short book. I think it was probably 200 screens on my e-reader. But the amount of information and character development that she had in it, it was really well done. Like you said about Beth's mom, and the fact that Beth was trying to deal with the fact that she grew up on a bordello, or the chicken ranch out in Nevada, and how that all affected her, and then her mother shows up and all this sort of stuff. It really worked really well. Like, she fleshed out her characters in a very short period of time, and they were all pretty much believable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You're right. And for such a short book, you were able to connect with the characters. They didn't seem like like flat characters at all. Even her detective or her deputy, I think his name was Ted. Even he got a little bit fleshed out, a little, Yeah, it was very good. I liked Mel, the town slut.
No, she wasn't town slut. She was like the town servicer.
The town bicycle. Everybody's had a turn. Everybody's had a ride.
No, she actually delivered.
Yes.
Well, no, that's why you get a ride.
She was and she was the town mechanic. So, there you go.
She was a well-tuned ride, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was good. I absolutely recommend it. And like you said, it's a super short read. Made even shorter because it goes so quickly as you're reading it. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Well, you get engaged in it, so it's sort of hard to put down. It's one of those ones that you think, I'll just stay up another hour or so and find out what happens next.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can easily put down.
Yeah, I was up late.
What's going to happen next? Yeah.
Yeah, I was up late last night finishing it.
So how long do you think it took you to read the book in total? 8 or 9 hours?
No, less than that, I think. Maybe like 5 hours?
Well, that's not bad.
What do you think, Megan? About 5?
Well, it was my second time reading it, so it's probably faster.
Yeah.
But don't forget, it's March and I've already read 51 books, so I read really fast.
That was a nice dig. Thank you. Thank you.
How many books do you have on your?
I think only 20 something.
You guys want to explain what this little bit of competition is?
Yeah, Megan's an asshole.
Ah!
But besides that, on Goodreads they have the 2012 reading challenge. So what you do is you set a goal for yourself, and you hope to finish. Hope to reach that goal by the end of the year. So.
Sorry, can I just interject?
Yeah.
If you're sharing, you hope to challenge.
I'm 5 books ahead of my goal.
I'm 23.
Now. Oh wait, holy fuck! You're 23 books ahead?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Do you have no other life?
Wait, I just need to ask a question. Did you put each one of those short stories down that you reviewed as... Oh.
Nope.
Damn.
So Megan, you're telling me you don't have any time for dating or masturbation or nothing, right? Because you're too busy reading?
I think it's actually the opposite.
I guess it depends on what you're reading then. That's why. Yeah. Have you got a little bit more erotica in there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no. No, I don't have cable. I don't have kids, so I guess I have a fair amount of time. I also read really fast. So.
Oh, well, there you go. Damn, you go, girl. Jeez.
Wow. I'm hanging my top-hatted head in shame.
I mean, nobody can top Megan at this point. Ain't nobody. Mm-mm.
No, she kicked my ass last year too.
Really? How many were you ahead? 300? What?
No. I think I had to adjust my goal to. I think I started out at 100 and I had to drop it down to 85 because I knew there was no way in hell I was going to make it. You ended up over 100, didn't you?
120.
Holy cow!
And I was dating someone for 5 months.
Wow.
Maybe you read less.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it's a different story. We don't want to even go there.
No.
Wow.
So
okay.
Back to Veritas.
Yeah. So we both recommend Veritas.
Yeah. No, it's a really good. It's a good mystery. It's got good characters. Did you have any bullshit moments in that, or you said you figured it out?
I did figure it out pretty quickly, but I don't know that I really had. I don't think it was really much of a book to call bullshit on. It was more of a kind of fun. More of a. I don't know. It wasn't like a serious book that I could really call a lot of bullshit on. I don't know. I can't think of any bullshit.
I didn't care for the book.
Why didn't you like it?
I stopped about probably a little less than halfway through, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care about these characters. I don't care who killed who. I don't care. And I shut the book and put it away.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't find it humorous at all, or no redeeming qualities?
Not really. No. Mm-mm. I really wanted to like it, but I didn't care for it.
Just because there wasn't enough sex in it?
Yeah, I didn't even get this.
And you know what? There really wasn't any sex in it. I mean, there was, like, we had sex.
I just didn't care.
There was no description.
I mean, there was nothing. I mean, you know, Did
you get to her mom come into town?
No, I don't remember. This was a few months back. I just remember that I'm like, you know, I just don't care about any of these people. I really don't. It was like watching an episode of Seinfeld. You know, I just don't care. Like, yeah, okay, there's George. You know, it's like there's the characters. Here's what they're doing. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't. So switch the channel. I don't care. I mean, that's how I felt about what I had read, and I just got to a point where, you know, I don't want to solve the mystery. I don't care, and I just shut it.
All right. Well, I won't tell you who did it because, you know, other people, and you don't care.
And I don't care. Oh God. I can say though, I started to read Runaway. Are you guys going to do that one next?
Yep.
All right, good.
All right.
I started to read it. So far, it's captured my attention.
Okay.
I actually do want to find out what happened.
All right. Well, you ready to talk about Runaway then, Megan?
Sure.
You want to do the synopsis on this one?
No, you go ahead.
All right.
I don't want to, tread on your feet there.
All right then. So it's been a while since I read Runaway. Let me see. Let me just stammer for a second. I think the alcohol's starting to kick in already.
You want me to pause?
Mm-mm.
Need a pause moment?
Nah, we don't need a pause.
Let me give it a try, and if I don't do it well, you can edit it out.
Megan, there's nothing you don't do well. Come on now.
I think it'd be more fun if you didn't do it well, if we left it in and then I just ridicule you.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah. We'll really expect to see Megan back too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Megan. What you got?
Okay, so Runaway is okay. This is hard.
It is. It's not quite as easy as it would appear. Go ahead.
Okay, so the story focuses on the main character's name is Jan. It starts off in her when she turns 16, and she's been raised by some type of a militia extremist. So she's living off the grid in some woods somewhere. So she manages to escape from that when she's 16 and sets up a brand new identity and a brand new life. She's now working for a security company as an investigator, and she and her partner are assigned to track down a runaway young girl. Her parents are quite rich and have hired the security company. At the same time, the security company has been bought out by a multinational conglomerate. So everyone's a little bit afraid for their jobs. But at the same time, they're also searching for this young girl. So the young girl, oh God, am I blanking? I want to say Maddie, but was it Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting it mixed up with the other book we talked about today.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't get anything amputated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the course of their investigation, Maddie is pretty much of a loner. Doesn't have any friends, doesn't have any activities. She just took off with her laptop, and that's it. And what we have her perspective, and what it is she's become sort of, disillusioned with corporate America or capitalism and all of that. And she's been reading, I never pronounce this properly, Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand. And so she's fallen into a group of people who are going to go live off the grid and becomes involved with the militia groups. Oh, and he likes that. So basically the story is Jan and her partner,
Pete.
actually not Jan and her partner. Yeah.
Oh,
Pete.
yeah, because, yeah, all right.
Because in the meantime, as the company has been taken over, the hot VP makes her moves on Jan and basically shoehorns herself into the investigation, so gives them a chance to travel across the country and have hot monkey sex.
Woohoo!
There's sex in this? Wait a minute, there's sex in this book?
No. About the same kind of level of sex as it was in Veritas. I think she saves her sex stuff for the Leslie Gowan books.
Could be. It's tastefully done. You get the idea of what's going to happen, and then it's sort of the next morning.
Right.
So it's well done. So anyway, so the story is basically they're chasing down this runaway, and they're in doing so they're getting involved with different militia groups and extremists.
Very nice.
Anne Laughlin is her books are published through Bold Strokes now, right?
Yes.
And she gets away with no sex in her books?
Well, they have sex. It's just not graphic sex.
Like a grope, a kiss, and then the next morning the birds are chirping?
No. I mean, they're like, making out and touching, and there's, they're in bed together, but it's not like, and then Jan licked Catherine's wet pussy or something like that, And,
Ooh, you should write erotica.
Yeah, because I'm good at that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm assuming you would take from personal experience, but if you're not good at that, I mean, I can understand.
I'd say the sex scenes are like half a page as opposed to 3 pages.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
What you're looking for. It's not an instruction manual.
It's the Reader's Digest version.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I said it's tastefully done. It gives you enough of an idea of what's going on.
It's tastefully done.
Fuck off.
You're not getting the taste factor, though, because it's, abbreviated.
When I first got the book, Anne sent me a copy of it, of the galley, so that I could review it on the site, and I told her, I said, I'm really looking forward to reading this because I really enjoyed Veritas. You've got a great humorous voice. And she told me right off the bat, this one's not like that. And she was right. I mean, there were a couple of times when I could hear that same humor come through, but it was so muted in this one, and it's really a much more serious, dark book than Veritas.
I have to agree with you. Although the other book was there's a murder, and it was a little bit more lighthearted, whereas this one was much
a lighthearted murder.
A lighthearted. Well, it's almost like the British cozies. It's like you get the amateur detective that stumbles across the dead body, and it's not a grim or serious sort of situation. It's serious for the dead guy, but Runaway was a lot more serious topics and ideas behind it.
Yeah. So, Jan is strictly a one night stand kind of woman. She doesn't trust anybody because she can't tell anybody anything about herself. Here's an important thing to say. Jan thinks she's killed her father. When she escaped from it was a militia in Idaho, where I lived for more than a decade, and that was totally believable, by the way. When she made her escape in the middle of the night on her 16th birthday, she shot her father to get away. So, and she just kept on running. So she has no idea whether she's wanted for murder or, what's going on. She changed her name. She went to school and started an entire new life. So she really worked hard to maintain distance from anyone who could possibly find out about her past, or and she didn't want to make any connections so that she wouldn't have to feel obligated to tell anyone. And then here comes hot blonde British Catherine, who hot British accent. She's a former MI6 agent. She's totally kick-ass, and she's not. She assures Jan that she's not coming in to eliminate jobs, and she just wants to get everything up and running. And normally, I would call bullshit big time on their instant "I love you," which really was almost instantaneous. Like, let's go back to my hotel room and fuck, and then, oh, I love you. Meanwhile, Catherine is married.
Oh, she's a cheating hussy?
But to a woman, but still, What was that, Andy?
She's a cheating hussy, is that what you're saying?
Well, there are some extenuating circumstances.
I'm all about the extenuating circumstances. I'm just surprised you said it. Oh my God.
Well, there were some extenuating circumstances, and like I said, normally I would call complete and utter bullshit on, and I do regularly, on the instant "I love you," we fucked, now I love you kind of thing. But I don't know, there was something about Jan's personality and the way that she connected with Catherine, where I could see her feeling like she was really in love with her, whether it's actual love or just a strong infatuation that she mistakes for love. I don't know, but Catherine seemed to kind of come in and just latch on to some part of Jan. Now, Maddie, I wanted to kick in the teeth almost constantly.
What was that, Megan?
I'm agreeing. Maddie's like 16-year-old idealist, thinks she knows everything. You just want to take her and shake her and tell her to grow up.
Yeah, so she takes off from her, and I don't blame her for taking off.
Yeah.
Her parents suck ass. They completely ignore her. I think it
took them 2 days to figure out she was gone.
And then the only reason they figured out she was gone is I think the maid figured it out.
Yeah, the bed was still made for 2 days.
I think that was it. Yeah, I think it was something like that.
I just read that part not long ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie's home life is pretty. Well, when you compare it to Jan's home life, she grew up like in a shack, an uninsulated shack in the middle of the woods with her, I'm going to say, sociopathic, paranoid father who's running the militia compound.
I would agree with that.
He's like a dictator. And, she had it pretty freaking rough. Like, she had no concept of what family or friends or anything was. And then you've got Maddie, who's living in the lap of luxury. She's got the iPad and everything else. But her parents... Oh, sorry.
All the cool people do.
All the cool people do. Yeah, the not so cool people have a playbook. But anyways.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing you that most of the listeners have no idea what the hell that is.
Okay. Anyways. But her parents are really absentee. Like, they give her everything, but they pay absolutely no attention to her. And she gets caught up with the guy there. What was his name? David,
I believe that is David.
Yeah. She ends up, making more friends on the internet than she does at school. She's very isolated because she's quite intelligent, but not as smart as she thinks she is. And he just sort of plays into that and sort of sucks her into that idealist. We're going to live,
it's
off the grid and create
a meritocracy type thing.
Yeah, and and not let the government control us and all this sort of stuff.
There's the contrast between Jan and Maddie, I think, is the biggest component of the book. You have Jan, who lived a life that Maddie thinks that she wants up until she was 16. Maddie living the life that Jan probably wished she had until she was 16, and then both of them, trying to work to get what the other really had. Although Maddie really didn't want the militia part, she just wanted that utopian, society where you have no regulations and you're just allowed to do to explore your creativity in some way. And then there was, Maddie also turned out to be, a big lesbo. So there was that. No, we did have a buddy read on this book on the Mostly Lesfic Goodreads group, and some of the stuff that came up was that there was a lot of things. There were a lot of characters that were just kind of left hanging, and several themes that weren't wrapped up. And the ending itself kind of left things, even for Jan, in question, I think. Well, I mean, it did. I don't think that I had not thought until right this minute that there might be a sequel to this, but I don't know. What do you think?
Possibility, huh?
I don't know.
What do you think, Megan?
If there's a sequel, I could see the sequel being more about Jan and Catherine, but not about Maddie.
Yeah, that would still leave all of those other characters completely unresolved.
Yeah, because I think the big difference between this one and Veritas, there weren't that many characters. There was only like maybe 3 or 4 main characters and some supporting characters. And there was really 1 or 2 main plots going on. So everything got sort of sewn up at the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's pretty simple. College politics, murder. That's the main thrust of the book. Mm-hmm. Whereas with Runaway, all that stuff about the militia and the Ayn Rand, and
I think it's
all that philosophy and ideology. It's actually kind of fascinating to understand what it is that makes people do, or to embrace that type of...
I've got a book you need to read.
Oh, not Race Trader.
Oh, that ain't right. That was a good one, Megan. Megan got a point. Wait, Megan got a point. Woo! That was good. Race Trader.
But it's really quite fascinating. And she did, while they're running around, I think it's Michigan, trying to find the militia compound that she's hiding at, they run across the one group, and what did she say? It said they might as well have been Kiwanis, except for they were in camouflage and guns. Like, it was just a club. It was, there was no philosophy, no ideology. They were just, boys out having a good time in the woods, get to dress up, and there was no political agenda to those guys. Whereas then you've got the other guys where Maddie was hiding or being trained, as well as the colonel, which was Jan's father. It's like, what was their rationale, or what was it that they wanted to do? Because I don't think it got deep enough into that. I also got confused about David as to, was he stringing Maddie along, or did he really believe in that ideology, or was he just like taking advantage of everyone?
See, then my thoughts on David were that I think he was just along for the ride. I think that he didn't really care about that ideology, but while the real militia dudes had a need for him, he was really sucking up that attention and that feeling of power. But I didn't get the impression that he really bought into that ideology at all.
Well, with him and his friends, they were all from, and I can't remember where they were. It was outside Chicago, but it was a very depressed area. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of unemployment, and Maddie's friend there, Krista, from the little bit you get of her, she had a horrific life where she's like living on a mattress in the garage at her brother's place because she can't live with her stepfather anymore. Like there's poverty. There's no chance of employment or education or anything like that. So like Krista gets involved in it because she doesn't have anything else
And she was a follower, and she was fine with that.
Yeah, and she was happy enough as long as she was being useful and she could do something.
I think one of the things about this is, it wasn't. Anne told a story about some characters. She didn't really get into. I didn't think really that much into any ideology.
No.
It was just very. This is who they are. This is who they are. This is what they do. But there really wasn't any real political discussions or anything like that. It was just, I got away. I got to find this kid. And I hadn't. When the book ended, I didn't. I was like, okay, cool. I liked the way it ended. It left it open ended, as far as. I'll just say that it left it open ended, and I didn't really. I guess I didn't really care what how it would shake out for the rest of the characters. I didn't even think about that until other people started posting those questions on the Goodreads group. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. That really none of those things are really resolved, and I didn't care. Maybe I just didn't know enough about those characters, because again, this is another pretty short book.
It is, and this is a book that I could have seen being twice as long. Mm-hmm. And you didn't necessarily have to get into the political stuff, but more into the motivations behind some of the characters, because you got a lot of people's perspectives and stuff, and I still enjoyed the book. I like the way that Anne writes. Mm-hmm. I really do like her voice. It's just this sort of topic, because I don't have a lot of exposure to militias or anything like that, because we're all peace-loving socialists up here.
With health care for all.
That's it. Yeah, we stand in the long lines to see the doctor, but we're happy.
There you go.
So it's I always find it kind of fascinating what would drive that kind of thinking and to make that extreme of a decision, like to like stockpile weapons and all the stuff that those militia groups are doing, going out and training in the woods, like for some pretty scary stuff. Like when they were going through that weekend training, the advanced training, that's kind of scary that they would do that in the weekend. I thought it was.
Yeah,
but like I said,
we're used to that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm also prior military, so I guess and I lived in Idaho for a decade, so it doesn't really, yeah.
But I found it interesting, and I would have liked to have seen more on that. But I still like the book.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the book.
I really do like Anne's voice, and I would like to read the other one. So bring your paper copy to GCLS, and while you're playing video games with my wife and eating flaming hot Funyuns, I'll stay in the hall and read the book. Andy, I might need to sleep in your room. Awesome.
I'll have double. Well, yeah, because we don't want to get into that.
If you have visitors, I'm back out to the hall.
Is Megan gonna go? Are you gonna go, Megan?
Yeah, I've got to book my flight. Still need a roommate?
Yep.
Yeah, we're looking at flying now.
I know. I saw your post on Facebook.
Yeah, because we have limited time, and with gas being as expensive as it is, it might just be a better way to go, just to fly in, and I mean, it's just a hop.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think we're going to look at that. We'll see if that's a more feasible option for us.
Okay. Yeah.
So, now, Megan, did I see that you might be sitting on a panel?
Maybe. We'll see if it gets accepted or not. Yeah, I will bring Sometimes Quickly for you.
Okay, good.
I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. It's another very short book, and it's completely different from the other two. It's pretty much a standard romance with evil villain sort of, coming between them. But
it's Sometimes Quickly, and it is It is PD.
It is PD.
Yeah, so who the hell knows?
They have to get their books on the ebook.
I hope they understand how much money they're losing.
I know. Because you know how much money I spend on friggin' ebooks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, almost everybody. I don't really know very many people that buy paper books anymore. Even those diehard people who a year or 2 years ago were saying, "I'll never get an ebook reader. That's bullshit. I love the smell of a book."
Yeah.
They're moving now.
Mm-hmm.
That works really effectively with the mustache and the glasses.
It does, doesn't it?
I wish I could get a screenshot of that. I don't know how to do that.
I keep waiting for Megan to have to, blow out water out of the snorkel. I keep waiting to hear, Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Nancy Jean took screenshots of us during the hangout today, but I don't know how the hell to do it.
Well, damn it, why not?
Because you were supposed to be smart.
I'm not, apparently. I have no idea how to do anything.
That's just crap.
All right. Well, is anybody following the March Madness? Because
wait. Before we go on March Madness, hold up.
I don't know. Kentucky beats Louisville 69-61. Oh, moves to the NCAA final. I don't follow college anything.
I don't either. Yeah. But you're gonna bypass, and I'm not gonna let you do it. We have to play Who Would You Fuck?
I thought about this actually about 2 or 3 hours ago. All right, so
I know who you would.
Who Andy would?
No, you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who, in which book?
In Veritas.
Okay, hold on, because I bet you don't. Go ahead.
I'm going with the madam, the brothel owner. Because you got this weird ass thing going on about.
And you know what? And she is really short too. But I didn't get a good enough description of what she looked like. I actually picked Mel. I have no idea what she looks like, but I'm pretty sure she could help me out. So
that's something she doesn't really describe people.
Well, and here's the thing, when I keep thinking about Veritas, I always got I got a picture of Sally, and I don't know where. I must have gotten this. I must have merged her in with some other book, but I keep seeing Sally with like curly, reddish blonde hair and kind of not short, but like I don't know, like my height, like 5'5", 5'6". But in the book, she's described
tall.
She's tall with short, dark hair.
Yeah.
No, but I pick Mel because she's kind of buff, and I would let her dominate me and just do me for hours.
I'll take the madam.
Awesome, thank you, Andy. What about you, Megan? Who would you do out of Veritas? Would you do Delilah?
I think I did.
That's awesome, Megan. Awesome.
Megan's thinking.
I am thinking. I'll go with the grad student, Kate.
Oh, she wasn't a grad student. She was
the
adjunct.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she sounded cute.
Yeah.
She sounded cute, and she was doing Mel. I would share. It's fine.
You would share?
Fine. Well, Mel's with you. I'll take Kate.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
And
Thanks.
you know that I have a slight fascination with Nick Kate. Don't tell Nikki.
I won't. It's our secret. Okay, so in Runaway, I know immediately who I would do. Immediately. And it wouldn't really even matter that she's, tall and hot and deadly. But she has a British accent, and I can't resist an accent. Well, other than Canadian, I can't resist an accent.
That was awesome.
So I pick Catherine. I pick Catherine from Runaway.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go with Catherine as well.
Uh-oh.
Once again, it's the Kate thing.
Uh-oh.
That's true. Oh man. And Andy, did you from what you read of Runaway? What do you think? There's that terrified deer in the headlights look. Oh.
She'd do the maid, the one that noticed that the bed had a maid.
There you go, the maid. I'm going with the maid.
Awesome. Excuse me while I use my tissue and clean my nose. I used my sleeve earlier. I thought the tissue would be more acceptable.
Ew, yucky.
Is the mustache ticklish?
It is. It's, well, that's what TJ says anyway.
All right then.
All
right. So,
Andy, how long have we been recording?
We have been recording. Let's see. Oh, I had it up. Where'd it go? There it is. 50 minutes. We are making good time here for our listeners. Yay!
We are making good time. So now I haven't read either it's Sometimes Quickly. I haven't read that, and I haven't read The Collectors. Oh, my doggy's calling to me. Ooh. So Megan, you read The Collectors. Andy, have you read that one?
No.
She will now.
She will.
Yeah, it's got It's got all the criteria. I'll be reading that one. Hey, maybe I'll pick it up at GCLS.
You know what? I don't know that you will, because it's an older book. It's been out for probably 3 or 4 years.
No, it can't have been. I don't think it's been out that long, because I believe it's just been put up. It just won an award, or has been put up for an award. So it can't have been out that long. Hold on, I'm going to look.
I'm Googling right now.
Are you Googling Anne again?
No, I'm not Googling Anne. I'm not the obsessive stalker that some people are.
Are you talking about Andy? Because that's kind of offensive. I don't think you should come on the show and insult her.
Oh, that ain't right. Come on now.
2008.
Oh.
So that's 5 years. Holy crap. No,
wait.
4 years.
Which book are you talking about?
Sometimes Quickly.
No. I'm talking about The Collectors.
Oh, no, that came out like last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I was talking about Sometimes Quickly.
Okay.
Okay, put the drink down.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yes.
I just emailed. I just emailed Moody.
Some maraschino cherries.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have some of those.
Oh my God! It is not Sex with Jennifer.
Oh, I had one. I bought a 12-pack of the little Dole pineapple juices. Just so that I would have them for Jennifer.
I'm with you.
Can we not discuss Sex with Jennifer, please?
Have you had sex with Jennifer?
Yes, but not the same way you did.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about that either.
You'll have sex with Jennifer in June, sister.
Okay.
Oh my God, it is so good.
I'm looking forward to it.
So good. I honestly think that is one of the best drinks I've ever had, and it will knock you on your ass. Well, it will. I'm just saying, it will.
Well, it won't take very much to knock me on my ass, because, as you know, I have no tolerance for alcohol whatsoever.
Well, I'm not really sure. I don't know how to feel about that, since you're the one who just made us take a break so that you could, get another drink. The show's pretty much over. We've talked about the books. We've done Who Will You Fuck? And then Megan's like, excuse me, can we take a break? I need more booze.
Yeah, she clearly doesn't listen to many of these shows, does she?
No, not at all.
That's all right. Guess what I just did?
What did you... Oh, you got Moody going?
Well, I told her she needs to sign in on Skype right now.
But we're not on Skype.
We can still talk to her. What the hell?
I think we can loop her in. I don't know. Do we want to turn this into a marathon show?
No.
Do we want to go for a 2-hour show?
No. We can stop recording, once I ask her the question.
What question's that?
Well, she's had, slow Southern screw. Being she's from Virginia and all.
I don't know. Megan looks a little scared. Are you scared of Moody? Don't be scared of Moody.
She's scared of Moody?
How can you tell if I'm scared? I've got this big-ass scuba mask on my face.
That's right, you do. Can you hear my dog barking?
Is that what that was?
Yeah. He's pissed off because I'm away from him.
I thought you just had bad gas or something.
Well, there's that too, but I've been trying to. I have this mute button on my headset. I've been trying to use that. Yeah, but I do what I can. All right. Well, so the next show is in 2 weeks, and very nice, Megan. Very nice. I'm telling you that Halo does not work for you. Does not work for you.
Halo. I love that's awesome.
So. For you listeners who haven't, I don't know if we talked about this earlier, but we're doing this cocktail hour on Google Plus, on the Hangout, and there's so this is the first one that we're doing video, and it is kind of disconcerting. I'm not used to actually seeing Andy when we're talking about stuff, and having Megan here is just throwing me off completely.
Yeah, but I like Megan. She's got that butch thing going on now with the mustache. It's awesome.
She took it off.
I know, she took it off. But I liked it on. It was good.
That's my actual mustache.
Oh, no. You ain't right, sister.
I personally like the 70s...
the porn stash.
Porn star mustache. Oh, Megan, you sport it well.
Oh, my God, Megan. Holy crap. That thing is awesome.
So, listeners, I think maybe we should try and work up a video show. Don't dance. Megan's doing her disco dance, and it's, Andy's making the hand signs for timeout. We got to stop.
That's awesome.
So, listeners, so the next show,
the next show is a big show.
It is a big show.
We need a drum roll.
Huge show. Huge. Do I get to announce it?
Go ahead.
Now we talked about this author in one of our very first episodes.
Yep. We sure as hell did.
Our very first episodes. I'm so excited. I'm creaming. We are gonna have. We're having Allie Valley.
Woo!
Allie Valley is going to be joining us, and we got to give props to Liz McMullen.
Oh yeah.
For finally wrangling Allie into committing to a date. We've been trying to get Allie Valley on the show almost 2 years. Really.
Yeah. We actually have been really trying, but apparently I just wasn't connecting with her, but Liz did. So go figure.
There you go. So Liz, thank you so much for getting Allie on. And I'm not now. I just heard from somebody who read her new one, Balance of Forces, or Balance of, what's it called? I think it's Balance of Forces.
Balance of Forces, Toujours ici, I think.
Yeah, I don't speak French, so I was just going to stick with Balance of Forces.
Hey, I can show my hard nipples. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody spoke French.
Listeners, we are for sure not going to do the video show next time.
You are not right. You're not right.
So I think we'll probably talk about. I mean, I want to talk about some of her online fiction, and of course, the Kane Casey, which means I have to finally read that final book.
Yeah, get to it. Chop chop.
Yep.
Which means you actually have to start reading like the first book and then read your way through it.
No, I remember enough. I really liked. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Kane Casey series, except for the drastic cliffhangers. The drastic cutoff at the end for book 2 and book 3. So, and I know that book 4 is the same. So I understand that. I'm going into it with that mindset. But I want to go back and I want to read. At least the first 1 or 2 of the Harry and Desi, because I can totally see that coming in as another series. And I don't want to get too much into it because, we'll talk about it later. But I'm really looking forward to talking with Allie. And from what I understand, she's a really, really nice person. So that's always nice, too.
Yeah, I've never heard a bad word about Allie.
Yeah. So there's the next show. Andy, what's coming up after Allie? Do you have a late April show?
Oh yeah, we've got all kinds of goodies coming up, and we're still always looking for more authors. I've got some time in May if anyone is interested. We have...
if nobody responds, we're bringing Moody back.
Yeah, well, now they won't respond for sure. On the 28th of April, we're having another special guest in Radcliffe. She's actually going to be on.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, we're going to have...
That's awesome.
The Queen herself is coming on. Oh,
Wow.
my God. Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know.
Excellent.
And way just down the road, right after the GCLS Con we get back, the 23rd, we're going to have guest author Kim Baldwin.
Wow.
Yeah, woo!
Now, if you can get that hottie Greek author to come on with her, I definitely want to see that audio. I want to see that one in video.
Oh, God, you're not right.
I'm probably alienating a lot of people, but I'm just going to say that...
it's our show. It doesn't matter. Fuck them.
That's true. That's true. So when you play, when you have Kim Baldwin on and you play Who Would You Fuck, my vote is for her co-author.
Oh.
I'm fairly certain that the alcohol has taken over at this point, and I cannot claim responsibility for anything that I've just said that's going to alienate people or cause Bold Strokes to blacklist us.
Oh, no. Bold Strokes likes the publicity. Who you kidding? They don't have to pay for it either.
That's true, I suppose. All right. Well, I'd like to give a plug. Do you mind if I give a plug?
Plug away, sister.
That's what she said. So,
oh, are we talking a butt plug? No? Okay, all right.
I'd be okay with that. I would be all right with that.
I'll pull mine out for you.
Oh.
Wait a minute, here you go.
The Madness Pirate Megan.
Oh, okay. Plug away.
So I just wanted to say that the C Spot Reviews site, we've got a couple of new reviewers that contribute regularly, and our lovely Canadian co-host tonight is one of those. So if you're looking for something good to read and you're not quite sure where to go, you can always check out the review site. I'm always still working on Andy to write a few, but
I did write one. I did write one. I wrote one a long time ago.
You did, and I agreed with you 100%. But it's under some obscure reviewer name, so nobody would actually know. But anyway,
another one of those Anglo-Saxon names to boot.
It is absolutely. So we'll work on getting Andy to do some more reviews. But if you're looking for something to read, come on over to reviews.c-spot.net. We got the forum and all that kind of happy horse shit.
Oh, and the forum is just going gangbusters, people. And if
you're a knitter, I gotta say,
God.
The forum is suddenly someplace where crafty bitches go.
I love that shitting sparkles thing with that horse's ass sliding across the.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's just high rent right there. I'm just saying. I mean,
if you're an author and you're looking for somebody to do a book cover for you, or you've got some other type of graphic design need, I'm telling you, Leanne Britt. She's got it going on. So, if you have any questions or you want to get in touch with her, you can always just contact me. That's fine. Or you can find her, on Facebook or wherever. But, yeah, the forum is kind of, if you like to play Hangman, it's a great play. If you like to play Hangman or you like to knit.
Or if you like to swoop in and tell a little bit about yourself and swoop out and never come back on again.
Yeah, you're kind of an asshole for that. First of all, you have that pornographic-esque avatar. Oh, I changed mine today to the bearded clown. Let me tell you what's happening, Andy. I have to share this with you.
Okay, yay.
Because the knitters have gone insane,
really?
And they have started a competition. It's a bearded clam crafting competition.
Get the hell out, really?
I swear to God. We've got people knitting bearded clams now.
That ain't right.
So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but on May 31st, the end of May, is when the competition ends. and maybe we'll do a little cross posting.
Oh, Megan, stop with the halo.
I'm telling you, the halo does not fit.
The devil horns would have been better. In fact, if anybody's going to wear a halo, it's going to be me.
Oh, I don't think so.
That's it. Megan's got the devil horns out now.
All right, well, this was a damn fun show.
It was a fun show. I really enjoyed it.
I know you even got up out of bed.
Well, I'm still sitting in bed, but yeah, I sat up.
Yeah, I thought you were sleeping for a minute.
Nah.
But it was when we were out mixing drinks, so that's all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on. I know, Rev, you've been missed terribly, and Megan, it's fabulous that you were on this time. Thank you.
I couldn't believe she agreed.
I'm so excited she agreed. I was like, really? How awesome is that?
We've been trying to get Megan on. Well, Andy's been asking for Megan to be on.
She's like Ollie Volley. Somebody else has to ask,
Yeah, really, almost since we started, you've been saying, is Megan going to come on? I'm like, why the hell would we ask Megan to come on? And now it's like, hey, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, well, not that kind of coming, but we're glad that you're on the show. How's that?
Well, thank you for the invitation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, will you ever accept again?
It depends. I think I'll probably still have some vodka, Southern Comfort, and slow gin, so I'll probably be good for another one.
All right,
I have to say, I don't feel bad about buying the bottle of Southern Comfort now.
I should never feel bad about buying a bottle of Southern Comfort.
Or alcohol in general.
I don't. I was just telling TJ that, I need more space under the bar. My alcohol collection is so big.
Oh, quit bragging. Quit bragging. I know I need a bigger bar. My bars are just done, but I'm not drinking, thank goodness, so.
And you're starting drinking again at GCLS?
Yeah.
Your tolerance is going to be so low. Do you know what we're going to be able to talk you into doing?
Anything after one drink. Yeah.
Anything.
It's going to be so sad.
Maybe I don't want to be Andy's roommate then.
Hey!
I'm going to provide you with a video camera.
That ain't right.
I just want to see what's going on.
That ain't right.
I'm just worried that she's going to look over at me and say, how you do it?
I'm pretty sure that Andy's bed's probably going to be occupied. And she's got a new scar. She's been dieting and working out for months. She's got a scar. I think we should start a poll. I mean, a pool of, I don't know. Maybe
you want to start a pool of eligible bachelorettes? Like take a number?
Maybe we could do like a cocktail hour bachelorette.
Ooh.
Can I do them all?
Can we write the questions?
Huh? Oh, we could do a dating game.
Oh, yes. No.
Oh, do you think we could work that into a panel?
That would work.
Absolutely not. No.
Now, who do I contact about Mary Griggs? Is that who I
You know what?
contact about?
She probably think that was funny as hell. Considering I tortured her about her orgasmic pie last year. That's no lie. I was like, God damn, Mary, you got some orgasmic pie going on. You wouldn't believe the middle lesbians go, woo. They turn their head like, what? Who's got pie? What? I was like, it ain't right.
That's fantastic.
I know. So she probably would love to get a chance to give me some shit.
Well, we better wrap this one up. I bet we're running well over an hour now.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't we wrap this up, and then I'm fairly well boozed up. I'm ready to record a bar rag with whoever we can get on.
All right. Well, say goodnight. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night.